At this time, I'd like to call the village board meeting to order. Let the record reflect it is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021 at 7:34 p.m. The meeting is being conducted pursuant to Governor Pritzker's Disaster Proclamation and Public Act 101-0640, which amends requirements of the Open Meetings Act due to COVID-19 pandemic. Although the remote attendance is an option for board members, all are present. Well, actually, they're not. Thus, we do not need to confirm audio. Dave, is Galante going to come today?
No, I got an email about it, and I'll report the meeting saying she's not going to be
All right, thank you. All the meetings, or all the materials for the meetings are available on the village website, and we recommend the members and the public follow the agenda as posted. For the items with the public comment, after members have spoken, I will forward public comment as follows. Once I, the chair, have a list of all public commenters, I will call on each person present at the meeting and afford them 3 minutes for their comment. Further time, up to an additional 3 minutes, may be granted by motion of the village board. The public was also provided the opportunity to submit a request until noon today by email to the clerk's office at tinleypark.org or by placing their written request in the Dropbox at the village hall to participate publicly via a live telephone call at the relevant portion of the public meeting. Written comments will not be read aloud. And finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. At this time, everybody, please let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Sullivan. Present. Trustee Mueller.
Here.
Trustee Mahoney.
Present.
Trustee Galante is absent. Trustee Brennan.
Present.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Item number 1, I'd like to ask for a motion to consider approval of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Roll call for item number 1. Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante is absent. Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Item number 2, I'd like to ask for a motion to consider approval of the minutes of the regular village board meeting held on September 7th, 2021.
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Mike.
I'll second it.
Thanks, Bill.
Roll call for item 2. Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 3, receive presentation at Tinley Park Business Spotlight from President Glatz and Clerk Therian. First is the Whistle Sports and Bar and Grill and the Whistle Events Catering. They are not able to make it today. They will come to the next meeting. Next on the list, Clerk.
We're happy to welcome Weichert Realtors, the home team. Like to invite them to come forward. They've been in business for 14 years and relocated to Tinley Park in April of this year. They're located at 7903 West 159th Street and currently have a team of 10 people. Please join me in welcoming Teresa, Joyce, and Mascot.
Thank you so much for having us. We are Weichert Realtors. We're part of a national franchise. We're a franchisee here in, obviously, Tinley Park. We just came from Mealy's for tacos in Tinley Park, and it was amazing. So we're like sleepy. But this is Kurt, our mascot. This is Emily Moharam, who is our agent development manager, and Lisa Castro, who is one of our amazing agents. We decided to come here from Homewood. I was in Indiana and then wanted to open up an Illinois office. We're really proud of the kind of real estate company we are. We're a little bit different as far as Jim Weichert, who owns the company, believes in building a business one person at a time. We're very conscious of who we bring into our group because we want to be the best out there. We have a lot of fun. We function as a team. We've been really enjoying Tinley Park. Everyone has been amazingly welcoming. The Chamber of Commerce is just great events. Kurt has been going. We were at the a movie in the park. We did the back to school night. The kids were just having a ball with him. So hopefully some of you have seen him, but we're just really excited to be here. A lot of opportunity for networking and meeting people, and really appreciate you letting us come up tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you much.
you.
Thanks for
Thank
coming to
you.
Tinley.
Like the color of the outfit, of the mascot.
Yes. You could be our mascot.
And Bill could be my voice. Next, we have Mucci World. Are you here? Hi.
Maybe a big palette or something.
Mucci
right?
is located at 7913 West 171st Street in Tinley Downs Plaza and has been in Tinley Park since 2015. They currently have 6 employees. Please join me in welcoming Mary Mucci of Mucci World.
Thank you. It's amazing, and this is like a wow factor to me because I've never been in a town meeting. I've only saw you guys on TV or in the news whenever they're doing some type of town hall. But it's an honor to be here in front of all you. It's really humbling to have that time. I brought these cheat sheets that I don't go on because I talk a lot. So my name is Mary Elizabeth Mucci, and I'm the owner of Arts and Crafts Studio by Mucci World, which is located on 171st and 80th Avenue in Tinley Park. I'm grateful for Priscilla and the Village of Tinley for allowing us to have this business spotlight, because sometimes people don't know that we're here. I have been here for 7 years, and I haven't seen anyone here visit my location, so I'd like to see you guys next time come. Our first few years were really tough at Mucci World because I started off as a gift shop, and because of our competition down the dollar store and different things, that we weren't able to compete with them. So our business was declining very quickly, and I had to think of an idea to be able to keep our business running because I don't believe in quitting. I want to keep going. So I worked 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 12-hour days, and I was very tired, and we'd have one customer at a time coming by and nothing happening. I finally went to a one-day vacation with my grandson, and we went to a amusement park. And as I waddled in my bad leg around the park, he sat down for an activity, and he went and he started coloring a T-shirt. So a light bulb went off in my head, and he was so happy. I was like, that's it. And Arts and Crafts Studio by Mucci World was created, and we switched over from the gift shop to the art studio. Mucci World, the name I called Mucci World is because I was created back in 1999, and the reason was for that was to leave a legacy for my dad. He had no living sons, and he didn't have anyone to carry on his name, so I wanted him to have something to be proud of. So that's why I named it Mucci World for our family. A lot of people didn't know what it meant, so the kids always wondered, what does that mean? So they used to say a lot of different descriptions. At Mucci World, we focus on creating quality time and priceless memories. So our niche is a little different, and we use art just to try to bring the families back together, friends and different people like that. I've had a lot of special moments with a lot of people that have come through our store. A lot of parents that are divorced that the fathers bring their children in for a special time, or their me time and stuff like that, and they create a special bond. Everyone that's come to our store, they leave happy and experience a different type of atmosphere. My whole niche in my life and my desire is to have people with wellness. It's mental wellness, the feelings, your emotions, and painting allows you to de-stress. And when you're creating things, it also brings down the anxiety levels and things like that. And researchers have shown that it's very therapeutic. So whether you know how to paint, don't have a creative bone in your body, you really do, because all you have to do is slap paint on a board. We do ready-to-paint ceramic, we have canvas painting, we have classes, we do a lot of things for the community. We have homeschool, we're coming up with the new programs of the homeschool, after-school homeschooling, which they have to do their homework first, and then they get to do an art or some type of activity. And we have the homeschoolers program, which is the art classes. So we're trying to do a lot of different things for different people and to help the children get off the streets. So in our little spot, we have a lot of young people just walking back and forth, back and forth. So I'm trying to create something to help the community to bring something to them besides the game boards or the Ataris or whatever the name is. Oh, Ataris. Okay, can you edit that? All right. Well, again, here, I'm almost done, right? I got 3 minutes. So the one, I had a lot of good experiences, like I said. The one I can really remember is we had, before COVID, I had a retired doctor. She was a respiratory doctor, and she had dementia. And she kept coming every week, every Wednesday for 3 years. And her son would always bring her because she couldn't remember anyone else. And she would say she wanted to come to Moochie World. And she would always say my name. So when she used to come to the door, my greatest reward is her saying, "Hi, Mary," and then we would laugh. She had 2 nurses. We had such an amazing time. And my heart is for people. I'm very compassionate, and I love people. And the thing about people is there's things that we go through in life, right, especially with this high stress that's going on at this moment with the COVID. So I want to bring some type of encouragement, some kind of peace to their life. So our atmosphere is kind of a peace kind of atmosphere. And so she would always be very happy, and her son would never let her miss that day with us on Wednesday. So it doesn't have to be you're going to learn how to paint. My whole niche is not about learning how to paint or having a class. It's for you to have fun, de-stress, and just have some fun. And it helps the mind. It really does. So I also, I'm coming to a close. So we have, I'm trying to get a team together. I have some people that are from Tinley, artists that also are doing educational things with us there too. And so we have a lot of different activities coming on. And we're women, I'm a woman minority business. And a lot of the people that I deal with too are the same, and veteran owned and stuff like that. So I'm combining a lot of different people together to work together for the same cause. Just like you are helping us in the government, I'm really grateful, because it's not easy, and I commend you for that. So thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you all at Moochie World, located at 7911 and 7913. Oh, we expanded, okay, 171st. And we're excited to help you create your precious memories, okay?
Thank you. Next, we have item number 4, Trustee Brennan.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2021-R-080, recognizing Fire Prevention Week in the Village of Tinley Park from October 3rd through October 9th, 2021.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Trustee Brady. Fire Prevention Week is to be held in the Village of Tinley Park beginning October 3rd, 2021. All citizens are encouraged to do their share to provide a safe place in which to live and work by eliminating those fire hazards which cause the loss of life, property, and resources. Fire Prevention Week is always scheduled to coincide with the anniversary of the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah. I'll read the resolution after this.
Chief, would you like to add anything?
Before the proclamation, or?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. This year in Tinley Park alone, we've had 24 fires in homes with an estimated loss of exceeding $1.6 million. Fortunately, there's been no injuries to residents or firefighters, so that's a very good thing. Nationwide, there's been probably well over 3,000 deaths in fires this year alone. But the fire department needs everybody's help, okay? We need everyone to check their smoke detectors. As we've always preached time and time again, you must make sure that they're working. There's a 10-year life expectancy. Smoke detectors should be replaced after 10 years. You should test your detectors monthly. Make sure everybody in your house knows a way out. If one exit's blocked, make sure that they know it. We've had a couple fires this year in town where some of the main entrances might have been blocked by fire. Have to know a second way out. Very, very important that everyone knows that. Perform proper maintenance on your dryer. Dryer fires are a very, very popular thing in residential settings because we dry our clothes, take it out, and then we don't worry about anything else. The lint does build up, not only internally, but through the pipe that leads out to the side of your house. Discarding smoking materials, unfortunately, has been the cause of a couple of our fires this year. People smoking in garages, not putting their cigarettes out in the right location, and then going back in the house and then finding out that something more tragically is happening. So make sure that you put hot coals, smoking material, any ashes in an approved container before you actually, check in for the day. By taking these basic steps, you're automatically going to make your house more fire safety. Again, if there's ever any questions, call 444-5200. We will get you an answer if anybody needs any assistance with location of smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. This should work along with the proclamation. Again, that's done every year. So thank you for your time.
Very good. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone from the board care to comment?
Good reminder.
I think it's a great reminder. Appreciate you saying that. I mean, me personally, I've had a couple clients of a lot more things are battery operated nowadays, checking your batteries. I've had a client had a house fire from car battery, caught the house on fire too. So a lot of things are more lithium powered batteries. I think we've had one recently here in town too. So
From a lawn appliance.
yeah. So I mean, even the batteries too, leaving those plugged in could cause issues. So keep that in mind as well.
Start your reading.
Yep. You want to vote first?
Yeah. You don't want to read it?
Huh?
You can read it if you want, then we'll vote.
Okay. A resolution establishing Fire Prevention Week for 2021 in the Village of Tinley Park. Whereas it is the mission of the Tinley Park Fire Department to prevent loss of life and minimize property damage from the perils of fire through education, engineering, and enforcement. And whereas with the introduction of new construction and redevelopment to meet the needs of the community, it is imperative that all public safety agencies partner together to prevent fires. And whereas the Village of Tinley Park continues to be a community for all ages and backgrounds that embrace fire education to minimize injury, loss of life, and property damage from the perils of fire. And whereas the Tinley Park Fire Department recognizes the challenge to meet the fire safety needs of the changing demographic and more diverse community. And whereas Tinley Park's first responders are dedicated to reducing the occurrence of home fires and home fire injuries through prevention and education. And whereas all professional members of the fire service and other public safety agencies shall coordinate their efforts to provide coalitions to ensure a successful reduction from the risk of fire. And whereas on October 8th through October 10th, 1871, the Great Chicago Fire consumed the city of Chicago, where over 300 people died and 17,500 buildings were destroyed. This fire began a discussion that resulted in what we know today as fire prevention. And whereas the 2021 Fire Prevention Week theme, Learn the Sounds of Fire Safety, remind us that when a smoke alarm makes noise, a beeping sound or a chirping sound, action must be taken. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the board, or by the president and the board of trustees of the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, that the week beginning October 3rd, 2021, be designated as Fire Prevention Week in Tinley Park, and urge all citizens to join with the coordinated effort of the Tinley Park Fire Department to provide effective educational and related fire prevention programs. Approved this 21st day of September 2021, signed by Village President Michael Glotz, Kristen Therian, the clerk, and the entire village board.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep.
Roll call for item number 4, resolution recognizing Fire Prevention Week. Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries. Item number 5, I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider appointing Parker Bogdan to the position of maintenance technician.
I'll second it.
I'll make the motion.
make the motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Recruitment was conducted for the maintenance technician position in the Public Works Street Department that identified Parker as a qualified candidate. He has over 3 years of general labor experience. Parker joined the village as a part-time seasonal 2 working in the water department almost 5 months ago and has shown his commitment dedication, and the willingness to learn public works operations. I'll ask everyone to please consider appointing Parker to the position of maintenance technician effective September 22nd, 2021. Parker, would you like to say a couple words? Guess he does.
Yeah, I said you couldn't hear it under the mask. I just want to start off by thanking everyone who recognized me for this position. It's an amazing opportunity for me, and I look forward to having a long, successful career here. Like you stated, I've worked with Tinley Park Public Works for around 5 months now in the water department. I've learned a bunch thanks to the amazing support system I've had around me, and I look forward to continue doing more of the same by working hard. I live in Tinley Park like most of you in this room, and it's a huge privilege to work in a great town like Tinley. I look forward to helping the community as much as possible, and as well as all my coworkers who are in this room, I look forward to getting to know you guys as well, for those who I don't.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Parker.
Thank you. Thanks, Parker.
Congratulations.
Any comments from the board? Parker, it's up to you. Would you like to take a picture with your family up front?
Sure, I'm sure that they would like that.
Oh, up there.
Thank you.
Oh, there she is.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you in the morning. Need some WD-40.
Oh, yeah.
Madam Clerk.
Yes, roll call for item number 5, trustee Sullivan. Yes. Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. You don't have to stay, Parker. It's up to you. If you like to leave, feel free. Thank you.
You gotta get up in the morning.
Item number 6, I would like to ask the board to consider appointing David Mills to the position of maintenance technician.
So moved.
Oh, second?
Thank you. A recruitment was conducted for the maintenance technician position in the Public Works Streets Department that identified David Mills as a qualified candidate. He has 15 years of related maintenance experience. David joined the village as a part-time seasonal 2, working in the Facilities Department last February, and has demonstrated his abilities to successfully perform the maintenance duties. Please consider appointing David Mills to the position of maintenance technician, also effective September 22nd, 2001. David here? Want to say anything, David?
Mr. Mayor, Ms. Clerk, and the trustee members, I am David Mills, and I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to work for the Village of Tinley Park. I started with the village as a part-time employee February 16th of this year, and I am beyond excited and grateful to start working full-time for the village. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
David, would you like to take a picture?
Thank you very much.
call for item number 6, trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, we have item 7. I'd like to ask the board to consider appointing Pamela Arda to the position of administrative assistant.
So moved?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Bill. An internal search was conducted to fill the position of administrative assistant to the police chief and other command staff within the Tinley Park Police Department. Pamela Arda was identified as the best candidate for the position. Pamela joined the Police Records Division in 2013 in a part-time clerk matron role, providing office operations support. She's very knowledgeable on police office operations, able to manage multiple priorities, and has demonstrated excellent customer service in dealing with the public. She has a total of over 25 years of management and related office experience. Please consider appointing Pamela to the position of administrative assistant effective September 22nd, 2021. Pamela, would you like to say anything?
Good evening, Mayor Glotz, Board. I just wanted to take this moment to express my appreciation for the opportunity to serve as the assistant to the chief and the command staff. I'm looking forward to my new position within the department. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
You'll
you.
be busy with him.
Very good.
Take your mask off if you want.
Thank you.
Roll call for item number 7, trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Item number 8, I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider appointment of Mr. Michael Coleman to the position of building official.
I'll make that motion.
Thank
I'll
you,
second
Mike.
it.
Thanks, Bill. A recruitment was conducted for the building official position that identified Michael Coleman as the most qualified candidate. He has over 10 years of code enforcement experience working in municipal government. As a building and fire code official, he has extensive knowledge of construction practices and building codes and prides himself on his ability to bridge the gap between builders, architects, and homeowners to gain code compliance and maintain safety standards for municipalities and fire districts. In addition, he has over 30 years of experience as a residential and commercial licensed architect in Chicagoland area. Michael also holds a Bachelor of Architectural Professional degree from the University of Illinois at Chicago, maintains numerous professional building code certifications through the International Code Council, as well as various architectural certifications and memberships. I'd like to ask the board to please consider appointing Mr. Coleman to the position of building official effective tomorrow, September 22nd, 2021. Mike, would you like to say anything?
Thank you. I want to thank Mayor Glotz and the Board of Trustees for the great opportunity of serving my fellow citizens of Tinley Park as their building official. I also want to thank Village Manager Niemeyer, Director Clark, Director Arrigo, and HR Generalist Early for making this hiring process a great professional experience. I'm looking forward to being part of a continued progress of Tinley Park. It is clear the direction the village wants to move in, and that is forward in a positive manner. I have worked with many building departments, and Tinley Park staff has always been professional, and I'm honored to be part of it. Finally, I want to thank my beautiful wife, Rocio, and my two supportive children, Aiden and Sophia, for being so supportive during this process. Thank you all. For the record, this decision was very easy for me because I felt I was coming home, which I am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Michael.
Mike, with your wife and Kimberly.
Thank you very much.
Roll call for item number 8, consider appointment of Michael Coleman. Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. I think the board wanted to skip items 9 and 10 and move right to 11. Item number 9. I would like to ask the board for a motion to consider appointment of Mr. Thomas Tilton to the position of Deputy Police Chief as administration.
So moved?
Second?
Thank you, gentlemen. A recruitment was conducted for the Deputy Police Chief position that identified Thomas Tilton as a highly qualified candidate. He has proudly served with the United States Secret Service for 26 years as a leader in law enforcement, security, and investigative operations. Mr. Tilton has held various vital operational roles, overseeing and managing numerous large-scale operations. Most recently, he has served for over 10 years as his Deputy Director of Operations for the Department of Emergency Management and Regional Security, overseeing tactical response operations within the critical agency comprised of 134 municipalities, 30 townships, 5.4 million residents, and 945 square miles of territory. He has also various certifications from the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Schedule Board as Certified SWAT Operator, Illinois Emergency Management Agency, as a Certified Professional Emergency Manager, and Illinois Tactical Officers Association, as a Certified Tactical Patrol Officer. I didn't leave anything out, did I? Okay. Mr. Tilton has also received numerous awards and recognitions for his outstanding achievements and service. I'd like to ask the board to please consider appointing Mr. Tilton to the position of Deputy Chief of Administration, effective September 21st, 2021. Tom, you have anything you want to say?
President Klotz, Trustee Brennan, Director Arrigo, Village Manager Niemeyer, Assistant Manager Carr, and Chief Walsh. I want to thank all of you for the tremendously professional way the selection was carried out. I'm certain that that's going to be indicative of the way everything in Tinley is going to go. I was very flattered to be considered, and I'm very thankful, and I'd like to preemptively thank in advance my incoming colleague for his selection as well, I hope. And then I would like to say that throughout the pandemic, we had EMRS had the tremendous pleasure to work with all the public safety agencies in Tinley Park, and we're tremendously impressed. So look very forward to be part of your team, and look forward to moving with you gracefully. Thank you.
Thank you. Tom, will you stay up for Tom, will you come stay up for a photo? You want to bring your family?
Congrats.
Roll call for item number 9. Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Next, we have item number 10. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider appointing Mr. Larry Rafferty to the position of Deputy Chief of Operations.
So moved.
Second.
Second? Thank you. A recruitment was conducted for the Deputy Police Chief position. They identified Mr. Rafferty as a highly qualified candidate. He proudly served as a Cook County Sheriff's Department police department for more than 20 years. He spent 23 years in the detective division and has been recognized on numerous occasions for outstanding criminal investigative work. He is a 16-year member of the South Suburban Major Crime Task Force, including 6 years as the commander of the homicide team, overseeing 85 investigations and 15 supervisors. He served as a commander, acting deputy chief of the General Investigations Division, overseeing a $6 million budget, departmental training, and the creation of various crime prevention units. Over the course of his career, he has developed and implemented various policing initiatives. Most recently, he served as a deputy chief of police for a local municipality, overseeing the day-to-day operations. Their loss is our gain. Mr. Rafferty is also a graduate of Northwestern Police Staff and Command and Executive Management Program. He has received numerous awards and recognitions for his outstanding investigative achievements and service. He maintains various board positions, including with Local Children Advocacy Center and the South Suburban Major Crime Task Force. He is an instructor for the various police training centers and is also a member of multiple law enforcement organizations. I'd like to ask the board to please consider appointing Mr. Rafferty to the position of Deputy Police Chief of Operations effective September 21st, 2021. Larry, would you like to say anything?
Sure, Mayor, thank you. Well, I don't know if I can do as well as Tom did. He did outstanding. I'm not going to remember everyone's name, but thank you very much. I look forward so much to this opportunity. So happy to be here tonight. I left a wonderful, wonderful place, and I'm hoping for great things here. I look forward to working with all of you, Chief Walsh, and the men and women at the Tinley Park Police Department. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity, and thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Roll call for item 10. Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 11. Trustee Brennan and Clerk Therian.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like the board to consider conducting a swearing-in ceremony for Deputy Police Chiefs Thomas Tilton and Larry Rafferty. Clerk Therian?
Okay, got a motion?
No.
You don't need one. Doesn't need one.
I'd like to invite both deputy chiefs to please come forward. Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge,
the duties of Deputy Police Chief of Administration
I will faithfully discharge the duties of Deputy Police Chief of Administration
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God. Thank you so much.
I'll do one at a time. Tom, you want to start out? Raise your right hand. On my honor. On my honor. I will never betray my badge. I will never betray my badge. My integrity. My integrity. My character. My character. Or the public trust. Or the public trust. I will always have the courage. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable. To hold myself and others accountable for our actions. For our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. And the agency I serve. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. I'll take that one. On my honor.
On my honor.
I will never betray my badge.
I will never betray my badge,
My integrity.
my integrity,
My character.
my character,
Or the public trust.
or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others
to hold myself and others
accountable for our actions.
accountable for our actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution,
I will always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
Anybody up here? Yeah, one second.
Thank you, guys.
You hear the joke someone just made?
Oh, boy. Very exciting meeting, huh? That was it. Lots of everyone.
Thank you, Greg. Item number 12, I would like to ask the board for a motion to consider approval of the following consent agenda items.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Thank you. The consent agenda items have been publicly posted and available for review according to the Illinois Open Meetings Act. Would anyone from the board like any of these items removed from the consent agenda? Nope.
Roll call for approval of consent agenda items. Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. It's empty here now. Item number 13. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider adopting ordinance 2021-0-065, increasing the number of Class D liquor licenses that can be issued in the village.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you. This ordinance awards a Class D liquor license to Wancho's Tacos located at 7020 West 183rd Street. Wancho's Tacos is a casual restaurant serving affordable and quality Mexican food. A Class D liquor license authorizes the retail sale of alcoholic liquor on the premise in conjunction with the operation of a restaurant and served to tables or booths only. No video gaming is permitted with this license. Any questions from the board? Any questions from the public?
Roll call for item number 13, trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 14. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider adopting ordinance 2021-0-066, decreasing the number of Class O liquor licenses and increasing the number of Class OV liquor licenses that can be issued in the village.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Mueller.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mr. Brennan. The ordinance permits Hailstorm Brewing Company, located at 8060 West 186th Street, to operate video gaming. The petitioner is here. If anyone has any questions for him? Anything you'd like to add, Chris? Sorry, we missed you at the cow, so
Yeah.
you're perfect timing.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Thank you, Mayor Glotz and trustees for considering this. As we've been thrilled to be a part of the Tinley community for over 7 years now. And one thing this will enable us to do, getting some revenue from this, our plan is to put in a second tap room for private events. We've literally been turning down probably 2 to 3 requests a week for 30 to 50 people to do private events. So I think this will really help bring more business to the village too, so we can expand.
That's great. You're at a good location, and
That's great.
Your layout for this, everyone has, is perfect too, with the changing of the office, so thank
Yeah.
you on that.
Great, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Public comment?
Yeah, anyone from the public here to comment? Thanks.
Roll call for item number 14, trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries. Thank you, Chris. You're free to go if you like. We won't be voting on you anymore. Thanks. Item number 15, Mr. Trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance number 2021-0-067, granting a special use for a substantial deviation from the Hickory Creek Planned Unit Development.
Is there a second for Mr. Mueller?
I will second this motion.
Thank you, Colin. Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you. The petitioner, Mark Mathewson, on behalf of the Will County Highway Department of Transportation, is seeking approval for a substantial deviation related to changes on multiple properties in the Hickory Creek PUD. The request is related to property takings by Will County for the 80th Avenue roadway improvement project and will ensure the properties remain conformant with all PUD regulations. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on September 2nd, 2021, voted 5-0 to recommend approval of the special use in accordance with the plans and findings of facts as listed in the staff report. This ordinance is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thanks, Mike. Any questions from the board?
I'm certainly looking forward to the road getting expanded there. Mr. Urbanski, did we have a rough timeline? I think we mentioned it at one of the last meetings.
The biggest thing they're waiting for right now is the construction easements that they're still trying to acquire. I'm hoping that we don't have to go and try to get them in.
Yep.
Just trying to get all of the background stuff aligned before they get the break ground here. So as of right now, they're looking at a spring start date.
Perfect, thank you.
Do you have the zones for that, Mike, or Bill? Or, I mean, John?
I think there's 4 sprinkler heads of flood.
Anyone from the public care to comment?
Roll call for item 15, trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Item number 16, trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance number 2021-0-068, granting a special use for a substantial deviation from the Tinley Crossings Plan Unit Development.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Bill. Go ahead, Mike.
The petitioner, Mark Mathewson, on behalf of Will County Highway Department of Transportation, is seeking approval for a substantial deviation related to changes on multiple properties in the Tinley Crossings PUD. The request is related to properties takings by Will County for the 80th Avenue Improvement Project and would ensure the properties remain conforming with all PUD regulations. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on September 2nd, 2021, voted 5-0 to recommend approval of the special use in accordance with the plans and findings of facts as listed in the staff report. This ordinance is also eligible for adoption.
Thanks, Mike. Any comments from the board? Questions? I'd just like to say thank you, Kimberly and Dan Ritter, and the Plan Commission, and Trustee Mueller, for the work on this. Thank you. Anyone from the public here to comment?
Roll call for item 16. Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Item number 17, Trustee Mueller again.
I move we consider adopting ordinance number 2021-0-069, granting a special use for a substantial deviation from the Panduit Corporate Headquarters Plan Unit Development.
Is there a second?
I will second that.
Thanks, Colleen. Go
Thanks,
ahead, Mike.
Colleen. The petitioner, Mark Mathewson, on behalf of the Will County Highway Department of Transportation, is seeking approval for a substantial deviation related to the changes for the Panduit Corporate Headquarters PUD. The request is related to a property takings by Will County for 80th Avenue roadway improvement project that would ensure the property remains conforming with all PUD regulations. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on September 2nd, 2021, and voted 5-0 to recommend approval of the special use in accordance with the plans and findings of fact as listed in the staff report. This ordinance is also eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Mike. Anyone from the board care to comment? Anyone from the public?
Roll call for item number 17. Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 18, Trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance 2021-0-054, amending the Tinley Park zoning ordinance for the purpose of regulating adult-use cannabis dispensary.
Is there a second?
I will second that.
Thank you, Colleen. Go
Thank
ahead,
you,
Mike.
Colleen. The proposed text amendments will make minor changes to the zoning regulations for adult-use recreational cannabis dispensaries, including permitting dispensary locations in multi-tenant structures, removing corridor restrictions, and allowing them as a special use in more zoning districts. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on August 5th, 2021, and voted 5-0 to recommend the proposed text amendments for the approval to the Village Board. The Village Board held its first reading on the ordinance on August 17th, 2021, and we talked about this one at the Committee of the Whole held just prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, Mike. Anyone from the board care to comment? Anyone from the public?
Roll call for item number 18. Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
No.
Trustee Brady.
No.
That was 3-2, motion carried, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next is item number 19, receive comments from the staff.
Just want to mention, we had our canine Yambo that we recently retired, passed away, I believe it was last Friday. I saw Officer Raines today. There's still no arrangements yet, but he was going to pick up the dog tomorrow. So once he does, I'll find out what the arrangements are and put him out.
Thank you, Chief. Go ahead, Hannah.
I will just quickly. Just a reminder that tomorrow we are hosting a kickoff event in partnership with Porter Place in our efforts to make Tinley Park a dementia-friendly community. It'll be at 9 a.m. here in Colson Center, so in the rear Village Hall. It's open to the public, so we hope to see people there.
Thanks, Hannah. Laura? None. Item number 20, receive comments from the board. Anyone from the board care to comment?
I have two.
Go ahead, Mr. Brady.
One, I'd like to thank everybody who came out to our Oktoberfest this past weekend. It was a great success. There were some people that complained, that I got complaints on, that it was too crowded. Well, that only means it was successful. We had a beautiful weekend. People have been wanting to do something like this and get out since 2 years ago. And cheers to everybody that worked on it, from our staff to the police, the fire department, all of our volunteers that came there, the various sponsors that came out, and certainly our community that came out in a whole to celebrate the heritage of the German people that helped founded Tinley Park. So it was a great success. Looking forward for next year as well.
Thanks, Bill. Anybody else?
I thought you said you had two.
Thank you very much. He tried to run past me. Thank you. This weekend, Orland Township is having Pet Palooza. And what that is, we have from noon till 3 o'clock, many, many different vendors, all concerning with dogs and cats and other animals. There'll be rescue animals you can adopt and so on and so forth. There are games for the kids. There's blow-up games. There's a train ride around there. So there's a little bit of everything for everybody. So we encourage you to come out. The cost is minimal. It is a donation of dog food or cat food, cans, bag of it, stuff like that, to help further along our pet pantry at the township. So please come out from noon until 3 o'clock on the township property at 14807 Ravinia. Noon to 3. Join us.
Thank you, Bill. Colleen?
I just want to say what a great job everyone did with organizing Oktoberfest. Unfortunately, I only got to go Friday. I was busy Saturday and Sunday, but I went to some friends and 2 of my kids and my grandson, and he had a great time. And I want to thank all the food vendors that were there. It was very well organized. I heard the carnival side was a little chaotic, but I didn't partake in that. So, but yeah, it was a great time, great band. Everyone seemed to have a good time, and it was still crowded at the very end of it. Left about 10 minutes before closing, and I don't think people were ready to leave yet. So, great job.
Thanks, Colleen. Anyone else?
Good. No, just thanks to Hannah for getting our dementia-friendly event off the ground. I think she's done a lot of work on this, and appreciate all she's done, and Porter Place, appreciate what they're doing. So we do have a speaker there tomorrow, so it should be interesting. If any other individuals can make it, the more the merrier. So I think it'll be a nice event, kind of bring a little bit more awareness to it, and appreciate all the participants in our. We have a kind of a core group that's really have met a couple times over Zoom to start, kind of really starting to formulate this group. So I appreciate all their participation, but most importantly, thanks to Hannah for putting it all together. So thank you.
Thanks, Bill. I want to thank the Tinley Park Chamber of Commerce, the Village of Tinley Park, Jeff Metzger, who is our Executive Director of the Chamber, Brandy Caffarelli, who is our Chamber President, their Executive Board, and their Board of Directors for putting together a spectacular Oktoberfest this past weekend. Great job by our first responders all weekend as well. Basically, none of this would even be possible if it wasn't for all of our volunteers and the vendors that make this happen for us. So I just want to say thank you. I want to thank all the board members that came this weekend to do the keg tapping. That was pretty fun. We got a lot
of beer spilled on us.
Yep. Do you have something to say on that, Bill?
You got a year to practice.
We need more practice.
Yep. We put it in right. Their seal was bad.
Oh, okay.
And then unfortunately, last meeting, we had some really good news about some lawsuits. I just want to let everyone know again. Unfortunately, Eberhard Strikes. He filed lawsuit 2021-CH-03867. He's suing me for a cold $8 million. Paula Grady and Pat Conley get $2 million. Kristen Therian, Bill Brennan, and Pat Carr, they get to partake in this for $333,000 each. And then another lawsuit, a recent one, is 2021-L-065042. It appears he's suing myself, the clerk, Bill Brady, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Bill Brennan, Michael Mueller, Dave Niemeyer, Pat Carr, Patrick Walsh, and a resident, again, Nancy O'Connor, for $500,000 jointly. And then the second claim in that lawsuit, he is suing myself, Kristen, and resident Nancy O'Connor for $500,000 jointly. Nancy's probably being sued because she speaks at the podium, which is a shame. That's why we've lost volunteers in the past. It'd be nice if one day this will stop. Hopefully, we're close. Other than that, no one else has anything to do. We will move on to item 21, receive comments from the public. Anyone from the public care to comment? Greg? Nothing? No one waiting in the wings? Okay. Item 22, I would like to ask the board for a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss the following. A, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. And B, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a second.
Motion to adjourn, trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Thank you. We are adjourned and we will not be returning, so thank you, everybody.
8:36.